I am pleased to have you return to my Coin Lady channel. There was a plethora of headlines on XRP, Aave, Polkadots, Cardano, Grayscale, BlackRock, and more. Both of the current directions can take us into the XRP bull run, so there's really no need to worry. Mark Fagles informed us that the most probable course of action would be for the SEC to appeal this verdict. Thus, we need to give that our full attention. This is a significant improvement over the last bull run. If it occurs, XRP will remain freely tradable on the secondary market in the US. That is also due to many factors. Maybe Gary Gensler simply can't accept how much of a defeat he suffered. Perhaps this has repercussions for his other cases. What the heck? On the other hand, they could be politically motivated if they don't. Maybe they're afraid of losing badly in appeals and so setting a terrible precedent. Until something plays out, you really have no idea. We will also touch on this briefly later in the video, but the main reason I think that is essential is that I anticipate more crypto ETFs in 2025 and 2026. In light of the ongoing litigation, I am uncertain as to whether an XRP ETF will be permitted. Must be alright. The asset XRP was deemed not to be a security by a judge who examined it. Sure, no problem. As far as the secondary market transaction is concerned, that is an unprecedented level of clearance. However, it's important to note that there may be some reluctance to upset the SEC over your BlackRocks and loyalties. We will have to observe how this unfolds. They can file an appeal within 60 days of the judge's most recent ruling. We still have, somewhere in that area, 40 days or so to go. However, if they fail to grasp this, it will present us with enormous opportunities for profit. In my opinion, an appeal will merely sever that type of advanced level of development. A significant change occurs, nevertheless, if an appeal is denied. Leaves a lot of room for error. In my opinion, we are going to achieve unprecedented heights. Listen, I'm just a dude with a microphone on YouTube. From where I'm standing, we're going to break records. Regardless, but if they don't appeal, we'll have a lot more room to grow. Let me get this straight. I polled XRP holders today to find out their predictions for the next all-time high. How far can we run, anyway? Plus, the fact that it was so widely dispersed makes me think that no one has a clue as to how this will unfold, which is intriguing. A quarter of the participants predicted that we will reach $5.26. People think $10 is a fair goal. 28 people say $15 is a reasonable target. And 17% are of the opinion that we'll go far higher. One thing I've learned from being involved with crypto for a long time is that this market has the potential to enormously underperform, but it also has the potential to massively outperform. The only way to find out is to observe a transplant. Do you have enough flair? That was the question I asked in another survey I conducted using Flare. Will you be making a purchase? 35% assert that they are continuing to make purchases. Personally, I see the possibility of negative outcomes here. First and foremost, the Federal Reserve is preparing to reverse course and begin lowering interest rates as we exit the current tightening cycle. You might assume that everything will be fine after that, but in reality, that's usually a highly risky period. These pivots have caused some chaos. I guess we'll just have to watch how it turns out. Will their soft landing be perfect? I thought this was the bottom? Who knows? Only time will reveal all. I have such faith in Flare, though, that I'm aggressively purchasing. The areas of DeFi interoperability and artificial intelligence are promising, and I believe there is a lot of room for growth there. Furthermore, the delegation rewards and future airdrops will help mitigate the effects of any downturns. Still, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for another chance at FLR that costs less than a cent. We might or might not get it, I'm not sure. I am not going to waste time. But 35% of them claim to be making purchases right now. Only 18% are actively seeking out new opportunities. Only 46% of people think they're getting by. Regardless of whether it goes down or up, they're fine with it, FLR. Quite intriguing, that. I have no idea when this will be finished or if anyone will feel like they have enough. Here, FLR. Quite intriguing. More than half of all campaign donations this election cycle have come from the cryptocurrency industry. I didn't pull the trigger, but Ripple and Coinbase are two of the biggest players in this space. I asked, is this going to produce results? Are we going to get something from all this money? 67% said, yeah, I think we're going. Get some clear regulations. 33% of respondents said, the government's so corrupt, they're just going to take our money and run. I think it's so important. Again, I'm not telling anyone how to vote, especially individuals, but even organizations. I mean, there's more out to the world than just cryptocurrencies, but I feel it's vitally important you really push both sides to make a commitment and go on the record and tell you how they're going to support, clear crypto regulations. It's just a sensible path forward. We need to know what the rules are. That will help entrepreneurs like Ripple, like Coinbase, people doing real business. It'll help them go forward in a compliant manner, and it'll help us weed out a lot of the scams. Let's just hope these big contributors know what they're doing. And, the crypto industry sees something out of these massive contributions. I thought this was crazy. There's this Dennis Keller. He's CEO of Better Markets. It's some sort of not-for-profit. Supposedly, they just advocate for stronger regulations and consumer protections in public markets. They're probably just some sort of puppet for someone out there pushing an agenda. But this Dennis Keller did an op-ed, and he tried to say, there's only 18 million crypto investors in the US, essentially. It's a non-issue, and also that crypto is very unpopular in swing states. He's full of it. He's, so off base. When you see Ripple, they're able to pay $125 million fine. And laugh about it. Say, here's your check. Get the hell out of my way. You see Coinbase's valuation and the, revenues they're churning. There's a heck of a lot more than 18 million crypto investors in the United States. Further, crypto is one of these issues. Either you're all about it and it's a big issue, or if you're really not into crypto, you probably don't care. There's no such universe where swing states are anti-crypto. That's what this guy is pushing. He is advocating for Vice President Harris to ignore crypto, and hopefully she doesn't. Again, I want both sides to make a commitment to this industry grayscale. They have this dynamic income fund. I covered this in a prior video, but I want to give you a little more info on this. I think this is going to be so popular right now. This dynamic income fund, that's a private fund, but we're going to see ETFs like this, and the purpose of this fund is to kick off income to you, someone that wants to invest some capital and actually earn some income off of this investment, and invest in a lot of proof-of-stake blockchains, Aptos, Ethereum, Atom, Near Polkadot, Solana, Osmosis, and it is actively managed. And the purpose of this fund is to collect all of these rewards, cash out the US dollars and pay people out a quarterly dividend, people that want to earn USD and live off that income reinvested in other things, whatever. I think this kind of product is going to be extremely popular, either getting crypto as a dividend of some sort, maybe you get extra shares in the fund, or, money, genuine, literal dividends on a quarterly basis. I think both of them will be popular. Currently, right now we see with Ethereum, you don't earn any staking benefits. It's not allowed. That's going to change. We're going to see this in the future, and I think it's going to be a huge driver of investment capital. I appreciate you taking the time to view my online video. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.